Hey there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Exterminator, and thank you for joining me. And I apologize for the video not coming out yesterday, Monday, when it should have. I was not feeling well at all. I am feeling a bit better today, so happy to be here doing this. Let's just get started looking at the top post for last week. The lack of train safety in this clip is astounding. So I've watched this already, and this is definitely, I think this person might be related to me. This is how I've got a lot of my train deaths, is doing things much like this. Yep, pretty much. You notice that the train waited for you to be distracted, then moved in for the kill. Trains are a menace and should be put down on sight. Never turn your back on a train. They're ambush predators. That is very true. That is very true. Oh man. Trying to chill in Factorio be like... Oh dear, I think it's like the same type of thing. Alright. I already know what's gonna happen. We already know what's gonna happen here. Oh my god, how did... Hold on. How did they avoid that? Hold on a minute. That seems suspicious. There's no speed controls. That seems very suspicious. I wish I had their luck. It'll get you next time. Oh, you can bet it will. Next time they'll be standing off to the side of the tracks and then run into it out of reflex. Oh, I've done that so many times. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Hey, Quint69 plays Factorio? Double the output 5-head contraption. Oh my god. What is this? They're all just... This is hilarious. Load balancing. He's doing a hardcore run. I'll have to start over when he dies, so just gonna wait till the day he gets run over by his own train. Oh yeah, definitely. That's awesome that he's playing. Circuitry keychains. Oh, yes, these are the ones I have. These are awesome. Really, really cool. They're actually, I think we covered this in last week's Friday Facts, maybe? Different posts, but these are actually circuit boards. So I thought initially they were just like normal 3D prints, but they're actual circuit boards, which is super cool. Where's our USB versions with enough storage space to store Factorio backup into it? I completely agree. Save files and blueprint strings. Yes, blueprint book strings, rather. Luckily, the Factorio files, and I mean, Factorio itself is pretty damn small compared to a lot of games. You definitely could just put it on a flash drive. I think it's still, is it still under a gig? It used to be not too long ago. It may be about a gigabyte or so now. I don't remember. Blueprint waterfall. Sorry, science waterfall says blueprint. Oh, this is actually really satisfying. Ooh, this is nice to look at. I like this a lot. Man, if I ever built a belt mega base, I'd want to do something like this. This is really, really pleasing. It's eye candy, honestly. Let's see here. Petition to allow unbarreling science bottles into a fluid. Yes, please. Forbidden spaghetti. Direct insertion. So you can make 15 red, green, and blue science per minute without belting any gears. I honestly never would have thought of that. You don't have to belt any cables or green circuits either. I don't feel so good. Oh my god, this is actually pretty crazy. Direct insertion spaghetti is commonly referred to as meatballs. Yes, technical term there. I personally love direct insertion as it can make for some very clean builds when done right, and a delicious, horrible mess when done wrong. That is very true. Direct insertion is really good. That's my preferred method as well, where possible. Time for a new game mode. Direct insertion only main bus would have to be just ores. See you in a few hundred hours. Theoretically overcomes using boxes, cars, and wagons. That's true. I think there have been a few people who have attempted a challenge like that. It'll take a long time. Imagine all the ores and plates and stuff having to, well, not the ores, all the plates and stuff having to be smelted on site and turned into stuff on site, so on and so forth. Man, yikes. How can I get rid of ludicrous amounts of wood, practice circuits, and make something hilariously dangerous at the same time? Introducing the Wood Burner Pro. Blueprint and comments. I already don't like this. Seen something like this before, and it made me very uncomfortable. Wait, are they going backwards? Why are they backing up? What? Well, these would defend biters. Someone made something similar a while back. Yeah, I think, what did they call it? The saw or something? The chainsaw, yes. So yeah, they just have this zipping around their base, and it just, like, wrecks biters. It's a whole train that just constantly goes around. I love it. I absolutely love it. Non-factorial prints. Wood running chain circles why not burn excess wood in boiler power plants. True, but trains. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. Designed by Pete the Lich. Yes, this is one I have. This is unpainted. I love the big and small. Icon has fissionables. Saw a post a few months ago, and my immediate thought was, I need to have one. And call a friend who helped me to print it on resin. Oh, resin. Mine is not printed on resin. That's something I'd like. My dad did just get a resin printer, though, for some work. So that would be great. That's actually, yeah, resin prints are like so much smoother and can be way more detailed than the normal 3D print with like PLA or whatever. Please post the STL for this. Yes. It is on Thingiverse. So that's awesome. But how? Debugging my steel smelter yielded some interesting findings. Oh dear. These bots are just chilling. They're probably like, help! I've been stuck here for ages. That's happened to me a few times. If you double rotate an inserter, there's a split second in which it will be rotated by 90 degrees, which is enough to empty out adjacent beacon and drop modules somewhere. It might be the case here as well. Oh, like it did it with a RoboPort? Yeah. So UPS might actually help more than hurt. Yeah, inserters can actually take models out of beacons. They can put them in as well. So technically you could automate the removal and importing of modules into beacons, but that'd be really tedious since you can only use inserters. I mean, you might as well just do it yourself, or just blueprint it, and then the the bots will just place them in the beacons anyway. So time and space are infinite. So all factories are equivalent, or are they? So this is an interesting discussion. Anytime there's a discussion about making something compact, somebody makes the argument that space is infinite in Factorio. It doesn't matter how much space something takes up. A counter argument to this is that time is also infinite. It doesn't matter how fast something is. If you want to make more science packs, you can either build bigger or wait longer. Consequently, this means all factories are equivalent. With infinite time and space, your factory always uses 0% of the available space and makes any amount of space packs in 0% of the available time. Does this mean there is no way to objectively measure and compare factories? I don't really understand this argument, but okay. Game Opus Magnum hasn't answered this question. Opus Magnum is a puzzle game. So yeah, okay, we know what that is. Factory solution is given 3 scores: speed, size, and cost. If you're competitive, you want to be on all 3 leaderboards, and you have to make 3 solutions. One which is as fast as possible, one which is as small as possible, another which is as cheap as possible. Unfortunately, a factory that is a balance of all 3 is unlikely to make it into any of the 3 leaderboards. The consolation is that any solution is enough to progress, similar to Factorio. If we apply the scoring system in Factorio, we easily have 3 ways of measuring and comparing factories. Science per minute is the obvious way to measure speed. UPS can affect real-time science per minute, but is a not constant factor for all hardware. It can be measured in a few ways. Blah, blah, blah. Whether things like mines and trains are included to be debated. Finally, cost is possible to measure by assigning arbitrary values to resources. In conclusion, despite infinite time and space, we can still measure and compare factories based on time and space, and just not at the same time. Okay, well, first off, space is not infinite. technically. It might as well be, because good luck filling the entire map of the factory. But since this seems to be an interesting argument, I'm going to just throw it in there. It's technically not infinite, but... Next TED Talk. How to tell if your train is trying to kill you in the Jungian implications. Hint, it is. This is way too long for me to read, but... I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, I guess you can compare it. It's an interesting argument. I'd be interested to hear what you guys think with this. My thoughts on it are a little too long, I think, to put in here, but interesting argument. I'm really enjoying space exploration. About to enter level 3 on all 4 science paths. Fluids can be a logistical nightmare, though. Yeah, the space science... Yikes. That's all I can say. I don't think I got quite this far in my playthrough, or maybe I did, because a lot has changed. This is... Wow, I really like this. I really like the space rails and with the gaps just like in the empty space here. Very cool. As a vanilla player, I just came here to say that this is scary and I don't like it. I too was once afraid. Then I started a map with Castorian space exploration. Now I can no longer go back to vanilla. Honestly, an amazing distant gaming quadruples its replayability for me. I just think it's a little too complicated, to be honest. It's an awesome mod. I think it's a little too much. My hope is that like the Factorio expansion that's coming, that they're working on, could still be quite a while before it comes out, but I hope that it's like a medium, like a nice medium. I would assume it's going to be on in-game content, I would hope. But my hope would be that it's like a medium between what we currently have in vanilla and something like space exploration. Because I think Space X is a bit too complicated. But obviously I think we need a lot more than we actually have in vanilla right now. So something in the middle I think would be really good. Today I learned one tile water gap is enough for you to cross, but not for biters. Yeah, which is pretty interesting. Other things that can't cross one tile gap. Pride, sportsmanship, trains. So you're saying I'm going to be safe from trains. Not if they jump. Oh dear. Oh, the horror. Yeah, sweet. I spotlighted this. It's a magnificent mod. This is why we aren't allowed to have non-modded water fill. The problem is that you could build a moat around the base, passable by the player or not, and it would mean only needing to defend a single choke point or no choke points. Yeah, I think I do understand the devs' reasoning for not adding a water fill mod to add water. I still don't understand the reasoning for not being able to pick up landfill, because that's different. But a new version of another boring mall. Damn, that's got like every single thing. It's a huge mall, dude. It's like, it needs its own main bus, literally. Like, you need a separate main bus just to feed the mall. So cool, my base kind of turned into a small mall, but only for simple things like belts and some machines. Yours is much more useful. I kind of have a hard time thinking all the same components to build things. Need to plan better. Yeah, this is why I don't build malls. I just don't feel like setting up. I don't want to think of all the things. I don't build malls to have robots, I should clarify. Little advice I realized too late. You can absolutely nuke a forest for power line. Nukes are good against trees in general. Yes. Nukes will insta-kill trees. Are grenades not good enough for you? Fire's cheap also. I don't like fire because, like, every time I complain about a forest, people recommend fire. Exactly this. Because it leaves stuff over. Now, I think quite a long time ago in the game, it would actually burn stuff down, I think. But now, for the recent past, it doesn't. Like, it will burn some stuff down, but then it just leaves stuff behind. Like, the stuff will be charred, but it's still there, and you still have to tear it down. So to me, it just doesn't really do anything. I always just figure I have a flamethrower and a forest. Well, that's true. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's fun. I just don't think it's particularly effective. I just use bots to cut a swath through and keep the timber. That's true. Maybe a little spaghetti science block. Made a little spaghetti science block. Nice. Not too bad. Got all the sciences in it, actually. That's actually pretty compact. Love ignoring planning for the sake of convenience. I built spaghetti bases for the precise reason of later suffering and aneurysm trying to make sense of it all. Good. Good reasoning, I guess. Note to self, don't drive your car full of uranium into the one entrance hole that just so happens to have train tracks. Oh, why we? Oh dear, this is definitely something I'd do. I'd be like, oh yeah, this is fine. Well, I mean, at least they survived. So hard on yourself, there was no way to predict that wouldn't end well. We're all still baffled, yes. Totally amazed. No clue that would have happened. Maybe a bigger gate, just maybe. Yeah, I mean, maybe a wider gate would help. Feel bad laughing at their misfortune, but that's hilarious. Wonder if the car was literally full of uranium, or if it was like a couple stacks. That would really suck. It was completely full. I got my first Spidertron. It's not the biggest achievement, but I thought it was cool. You're damn right it's cool. It's a pretty big achievement. Spidertron was better than the first rocket just because of fun riding it or killing batters like never before. Killing batters remotely with it is, I think, one of my favorite things, and using it for like a remote building device. I haven't played this game in years and just recently actually signed into Reddit, and damn, this game has changed a lot. Guess I'll be installing it now. Spidertron, here I come. Alright, see you in a few years after you've pulled yourself out of the hole that is Factorio. Yes. Man, I can't imagine. If you haven't played for a few years, so many changes. Once you go barrel, enjoy the full infinitely expandable chem plant. Oh, dear God. I'm not really a fan of barrels, to be honest. After they nerfed them, maybe I'm just salty, but after they nerfed them, not a fan. I mean, this is really cool. Don't get me wrong. I mean, this base, holy crap. The sheer size of this base is nuts. It's like really jammed together. I like it though. Something really satisfying to me. Almost kind of makes me reminisce about like my old factories. I really, really like this. Kind of nostalgic for some reason. Man, they are cranking out some product though. Some beacons similar to chemical plants. I can't see the good stuff. That is the good stuff. Can you get this beautiful perfect balance blueprint for us, please? Ooh, well, there it is. Is it like literally the whole thing or just part of it? Looks like to be almost the whole thing. Damn. Gotta be pace each unit or chem plant length per unit to your own purpose. Nice. Okay, maybe it's not the whole thing, but okay, so where were we? I think I didn't use the RD correctly. Oh dear. Okay, so out of ammo. Oh, they all auto firing? Is this the problem? I mean, this seems to be working pretty good to me. I don't understand. Yeah, this is definitely the right way to use artillery. So a friend of mine found the button to see the electric networks on the map, so naturally she decided to make a snail out of small electric poles. I like it. Well done. Naturally. The eyes are a nice touch. Yeah. This is hilarious. Well done. Quincy is currently streaming Factorio to 12K viewers. Absolutely hilarious to watch. I might have to watch the VOD of that. I can imagine Quinn being pretty hilarious to watch for Factorio. It has not yet realized that automation science even exists. This is one hell of a smooth brain playthrough, dude. He's researching green side, didn't even realize red science existed. Oh dear. Well, then that probably means he's not even researching. On my way to explore my first secret in space exploration, I'm scared. Oh my God, you should be scared. Secret seems to be infested with bugs. Not much of a secret. Such mods make me wonder if you can actually utilize all those weird discharge fences or gas clouds or whatever I never use. SpaceX does also add a bunch of new weapons and stuff, which is pretty cool. Factorio 2, an automatic train decoupler, a short video of 2 uncoupling and shunting operations. We saw something like this a few weeks ago. I don't think we're going to watch the whole 2-minute video, but I definitely want to see. They said Factorio, I think. So yeah, the train coupling mod is actually really cool. Back when I used it with Colonel Will, it was really finicky. I'm thinking maybe they made it work a little better. But yeah, it's really cool, as you can see. You can uncouple parts of trains and stuff like this. It's really neat. It's maybe makes things, I don't know. I still can't tell if it makes things easier or if it just makes them more complicated than they need to be, but this is amazing. Why? Yes, because I can. Yeah, I mean, I think it maybe makes things like you don't like it's actually making it more complicated than it needs to be, but it's cool as heck. So, not really gonna complain. Oh my lord. I need to ask for the save to base tour, please. My first mega base 5200 science per minute belt bus. Bro. Holy god. Okay, so save. Well, here's the save. I feel like I should ask permission before I make a video of this, but I don't want to look at the whole thing in case I do a base tour. Yeah, I don't know, Hornet, if you maybe watch my videos, but if you do, definitely reach out to me. I mean, I know you posted the save. I do feel as if I should ask permission first before making a video. They did post the save, though, and I, of course, will give full credit to them. So it's over 1,000 hours. Oh, total. They have 1,000 hours total. 300 to 400 on the save. Basically, all their time is related to the base, though, designing and learning. So the northwest corner of supply base were built completely legit. After that, I switched to creative mode because I like real life more. So it sounds like most of the base was built with creative mode, but from what I can tell, based on like all of this, the outposts and stuff, I think it runs legitimately. Like I think they still collect resources. Like I don't think they're using like infinity boxes or something. So I still basically consider that legit. Like I don't care if you build it with with creative mode. A base is big. I definitely understand that. There's 4 identical triangle pieces of 1.3k each, complete vanilla, but I use some quality of life mods when building and designing. Free science pack is built from raw resources on its own bus. Wow. Yes, I'm definitely gonna base tour this. This should be more highly uploaded. This is fantastic. Wow. Factory must grow. It's making me really uncomfortable. It's really cool, but man, this design just gives me heebie-jeebies for some reason. I don't know. It's like a honeycomb thing. I don't know. It just makes me really uncomfortable. It's really like I'm not criticizing the base, just the design of these rails. Man. Whew. Interesting city block design. Seems like a pretty big mega base, honestly. But damn, so many red circuit builds. Holy crap. Where is... I wanted to read the comments of this one. Copper! Oil. That's a crazy question. What is up with the football stadium? Train park spot? Was there a football stadium? Oh, that thing? Yeah, I think that's artillery. It's definitely artillery. Alright. Take a look at the last one or two here. My first impressions of Factorio. Utterly unsurprised to see the whole conveyor belt and sort of Tetris effect was real. Played a bit on the demo, so I don't want to try making my own factory from scratch. Maybe buyers for so the day after I decided to bite the bullet and just buy the game, and was shocked to find that somehow my saves were saved over from the demo. I was tempted to rejoin the fight against the Mega High, but decided I wanted to learn more fundamentals, so I started new free play. More than 24 hours later, I finally got my walls, guns, and ammo supplies sorted out around my magnificent baby factory. Huge copper and iron vein, decent coal vein, lots of stone, power generation. I've had an absolute blast playing so far. I haven't even started getting crude oil yet. My plans for today are expanding my walls to make room for blue science pack assemblers to become Pedro Patrol, and maybe getting flamethrower turrets. Nice. Don't underestimate the power of preemptive offensive strike against the bio-dirt nest. This is my strategy. This is always my strategy. Although it can be fun to just let them attack, give the turret something to do. It does give them something, yeah. Oh no. Are they on the track? I don't even know where they are. I assume that's what this is about. I mean, this is... Or maybe it's because they're diagonal. Either way. Makes me uncomfortable, too. Right, so this reminds me of, like, V's base. This is, just trains in the base. So many trains in the base. Holy crap. Oh, dear. This is, like, spaghetti to the max. Anyway, I think that's going to do it, guys. Thank you. So, oh, this is from Hesscraft. Nice. That's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed. Would love to hear your thoughts down below. As always, if you did enjoy, a like is appreciated. If you aren't subscribed and new to the channel, welcome and feel free to subscribe to keep up with all the content. And until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.